Hello everyone, GameGoddessFee here. Alright, we are back with more Ace Attorney. Alright, so we are on the second installment of it. Okay, so yeah, it's Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I hope you all look that go to right off the bat. The Wi-Fi, y'all. Anyway, I hope we can get through this. I was warned that the Wi-Fi was acting up, so hopefully we can get through this. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for watching, and please excuse if it's lagging or anything. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi in our area, but yeah, it's been rough for the past few weeks, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's get to it. I'm like, what else supposed to do? I'm just looking for the button and stuff. All right. Oh, I do have Pluminator. He's back.
Hey, Bob.
All right, so turn down the music some. So, yes, we want to play this game. So that's going to be episode 1, the Lost Turnabout. Ooh, I hope it's not lagging too much. See, and my nephew's still over here. He has my iPad, so I can't see if it's lagging or not. Let me see. All right, so I guess we'll get started.
All right, this is gonna be a banger case opening.
Uh-oh.
How did I get into this mess? The situation. That's the judge.
That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, that's a dude.
What? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. That was the judge.
Yes.
September 8, 9:08 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 1. They already in court? Look at Phoenix.
What a nightmare.
He's sitting up outside the lobby having nightmares.
And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway.
He got one of them old Nokia phones. He don't know nothing about that.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's a horror phone. I know.
It had this one game on it called Snake. Y'all remember that? Anyway. Beep.
Huh? Looks like they hung up.
Ah, good. Who's that?
Someone. You want me to voice him?
What he say? I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but that's a dude. Why don't you voice him?
Yeah, you want me to voice him?
Yes.
It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney.
A few minutes later, this SpongeBob. District Court, defendant lobby number 1. What's wrong with Phoenix?
Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in here?
Good morning.
Ah! Good morning?
What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit?
Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts.
Roger that.
Am I in trouble or something?
Huh? Trouble?
Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong.
What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble.
What?
I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Life in my hands?
You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty.
Not guilty?
Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever.
What is this girl babbling about?
Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible.
No, I mean, didn't mean it like that.
Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this.
No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person.
That's you. Go ahead. Yes,
who am I? Why am I drawing a blank?
The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay?
I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together?
You don't know what's going on.
From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from?
September 8, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. That's how it sounds.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Are you talking to me?
Do you see any other defense attorneys here?
I guess not.
Now then, are you ready?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
You said no?
That's good, yeah. I guess I should say yes for now.
Are you ready, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of...
The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you are not telling me you've forgotten.
Actually, I have.
Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You didn't what to a policeman?
It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
You don't look very well, Detective.
Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Okay.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Snapped his neck. Ooh. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes. The autopsy report, correct?
Why do I now remember getting a copy?
I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented.
The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepts this into evidence. It's a crime photo one added to the court record. The victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you do this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep, info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button.
What's the R button? Like, you think this is a game? The R button? Huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think I could totally be a legal aid assist instead. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. Because this is a tutorial case. What was it again? The R button?
Yes.
Yo, look at that. That badge looks cool. I wonder who it is.
I found this in it's a cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. It's his own phone. Dustin autopsy report.
Is it?
Time of death. Let me see. Is it?
You can keep going for now.
Time of death 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause broken neck, body was also covered in bruises.
Ooh.
Found under the victim's body, piece of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. It's a crime photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Some folks right there, they didn't see anything. I guess.
You can look at profiles now.
How you do that?
Or, ooh.
Okay, Maggie Bird, she's age 22. It's our client. The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. The victim and policeman, it seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. He's 30 years old. That's the prosecutor. He's 53. Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. We have Detective Gumshoe, age 31, detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. All right. What's that on that old game?
Nope.
Oops. What did that judge say? Anyway, what was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses.
That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right.
The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me that evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine.
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day, I accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness testimony, decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed.
Why they always writing people's names? Maggie.
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
If his neck broke, he didn't have time anyway.
With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
He did all that with his neck broke.
Like, my neck. Maggie.
Why? This is... Yes, I can see her name. It's clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 2 added to the courtroom. A photo of the area around the victim's body.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I can't even say the word. It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness's face.
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they fib from time to time.
Fib? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to fib, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain.
Phoenix know he lost his memory.
Yeah.
I forgot. I was about to say, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their fibs. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the fibs, we should be alright. Go and expose them.
Cross-examination, decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir.
About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are 4 nearsightedness and almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now?
Let me see. What's
I
her
should
ID?
present my attorney's badge because it's cool.
What ID?
I think he's just saying like her ID. No, I think there's actually an ID.
Anyway. Continue pressing.
Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have any more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints of anything else. So what you are saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's? Well, something like that. But what?
I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area.
Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
Anyway, the victim fell pretty far.
But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed.
The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name of that my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. With I. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on.
Huh?
Don't hum me. I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now she mentioned it, something is feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I'd better check the court record again.
With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. And there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail.
It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself.
That didn't go well. The writer really was the victim himself. Then we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going.
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but
I really want to see your special move, sir.
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence?
Oh, that present evidence. We already know.
Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Alright, what's your client's name again?
Maggie.
What's your client's name again? Spell it.
I don't know.
Spell your client's
Is
name.
it Maggey?
Spell your client's name.
Maggie Bird.
Press the R button. What are you talking about? Press the R button. Well, if somebody came up to you and said press the R button, what'd you do?
I said, you got the joystick?
If you was working and then you had a question, they said press the R button.
I said, what I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. So you can present her profile. What is it? What's wrong with Phoenix?
What? Let's come over me. Without thinking, I just blurted out, objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bride.
Bird.
That's it, Bride. Bird. Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right there that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. M-A-G-G-E-Y. M-O-U-S-E. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh.
How about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe? Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Witness testimony, Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me and asked what she should get for him.
Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination, Dusty and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about a half a year.
How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. He and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off, man. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, bud. I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip.
What is it?
Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway.
It sounded like they were even talking about marriage.
Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all.
Detective Dunshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know?
Ugh, I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage.
Mind your own business, pal.
The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir.
The day of the incident? You mean September 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit.
I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time.
That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man.
Maggie and Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present.
You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches dirt.
I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here.
It was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Over 2 months ago?
Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove,
Press further.
Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at the store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
Hold on, you guys. All right, you back on. Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Thank you all for holding.
Custom made? Glove was custom made?
Yep, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case?
Of course it's relevant.
Hey, she bought it.
She bought the glove. What did she buy 2 months ago? I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the next. Now, this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'll take. This is great.
Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about that matter.
Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir.
It's rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little bit more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Witness testimony, writing on the ground.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we can confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. You thank him.
Cross-examination, writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting.
But can you really determine handwriting based on a simple sample written in sand?
That is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good.
I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So what's the result of the investigation?
Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting.
So, in the end, you can confirm it?
Hey, don't look down on us.
Don't you look down on us?
I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation.
I've never heard that before.
Me neither. Nor I.
I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway.
Next, we check the victim's pointer finger.
His pointer finger?
You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around at people's faces.
Don't tell me it bothers you.
Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack, It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand.
And the results? We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail.
And what does that prove?
Well, it proves that he did write that name on his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right.
And there's more.
It could have happened when he was falling to the ground.
There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground.
Scratches on his skin?
Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there.
That is incredible.
Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass like a really strong one. It got that really scientific sounding name.
You mean a microscope?
Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them.
I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is.
From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Are you absolutely sure?
I believe in the power of science.
I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think that there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present?
The present? What about it? Court record.
That was the end of the a birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. So she went through all that. Why would she kill him? Hold on. Let me see. Is there the right hand or left?
I don't know.
I was just wondering. It look like he's right.
Yeah.
Next, we check the victim's pointer finger. Was he wearing the thing?
No.
From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Alright, go check everything.
Right hand. Let me see. Well, why he misspelled it? If they were that close. It's not nothing written right there. Do you see anything written right there? But even his autopsy, he had a snapped neck. 628. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises.
Okay.
Let's see. Oops.
I think the game wants you to present his little glove, but I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out which statement. With his right hand.
You want to save?
Nah, not on this little case.
Yo, okay. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
What's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what is special about this glove?
What's special? Never thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it.
Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities.
Huh?
There's another reason why it's special.
And what would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
See, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Is it though? Like,
It don't look like no left hand.
I don't know nothing about baseball.
Because the thumb is right there. If it was left, the thumb would be over there. You know, left and right hand.
Yeah, like that's what I was seeing too. But like, do they catch with their right hand or their left hand? Do they catch with their dominant hand?
Any hand that they are. If they're left-handed, they're by a left-handed glove. If they're right-handed, they're, I don't know, they're by a right-handed glove. If they catch with their right hand, or if they catch with their left hand, they'll have a left-handed glove. But this glove look like it's right-handed anyway. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Left-handed? Are you absolutely right? This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. Okay.
That's why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you?
Hold on, didn't the judge just say it was for right-handed?
Well, no.
So, detective. Which hand did the victim use to write the name? Which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his. Wait a second.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. They confused me so hard.
They don't even.
This is confusing me, bro. Honestly, man.
Look, anyway, let's just go with it. Let's just go with it.
Phoenix, are you having a name change?
Oh!
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written this message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. There you go. Whatever, right? You're right.
Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself.
Then that means Maggie is. No! It's not possible! Yes, Your Honor?
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No!
I'm right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
I know that's right, Phoenix. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What?
And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What?
Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I have to see what I can get during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for a recess.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, this is to be continued. I thought it was one thing.
Right. You want to go ahead or what?
You go ahead.
The lost turnabout.
Ooh, look at the save icon. It's red now.
What you mean?
You know the little one.
Ah, okay. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia! I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state.
Why
didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry. I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. But now, you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix, right? What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this for you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There's some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court record. It's my own business card. A hand wrote my cell phone number on the back.
I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yup. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
Look at that garbage shirt you got. Just kidding.
That blue bladger. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We could meet up and I could give you this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Mackie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where's this phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, with my eyes lit up. What's this?
Ah, you were all along.
Yeah.
You were here all along.
Oh, it's Maya.
Maya. What is she doing back here?
It's Maya!
You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Mark! Now who is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you, Maya. So, how is it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What is this, a list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
That's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list added to the court record. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of con artist group.
Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We could talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah.
So they brought Maya back, huh?
Yeah.
September 8, 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
That sound like Edgeworth.
Really? No, don't.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student, but you're stupid. I hate you. I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to beat you up after this court. Look at my hair. Look at it. Look at it.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
You wearing mascara?
Yes.
What is he, a human chatterbox?
Look, do I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now.
What's up, Game Queen 81? You finally joined?
You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh man. I forgive you. Alright. I suppose I can tell you my name.
I guess we're gonna learn right now, Game Queen.
I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you were attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you, I am in no way a prepubescent boy, out on a walk with a mommy. If you must know I am.
Anyways, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
He got some girl eyes.
The inner eyes. See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know you.
What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington? Witness testimony, what I saw that day.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thoughts about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Well, I thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing.
That guy is fibbing.
Well, you may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your fibs.
Cross-examination, what I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation.
So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. Then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from being a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university.
No name? Trashy?
Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country.
But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now.
Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country.
How so?
That arrogant little snot.
Let me see. Well, I'll just go through these. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Oops. Let me go back.
I heard you know what time it was. I see you're not wearing a watch, so...
Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased idiot. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you.
Ugh, this arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now?
Press harder.
Answer the question. How did you know what time it was?
Tisk tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desk and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of faking, well, I'm doing this thing again. Press the R button, Mr. Wright. Press the R button. I can read that fast. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words.
What is this other stuff they did give us? You can't check it. I guess you can't check it. Anyway.
Talk about a first-class waste of time.
In any case,
All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes.
And how did you know he was a police officer?
I'm tired of him swinging his hair.
You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held, because I'm Sherlock Holmes. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle. Man, your hair's stupid. Look at my hair, look at it. I will wave it around all I want. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform.
Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do?
Even I haven't figured that out yet.
Without a doubt, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady.
Are you sure you got a good look at her face?
Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you!
I don't care if I have them or not. Did you not get a good, clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
And please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you.
Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there.
So you're sure you're not mistaken? Please don't confuse please don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I am what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Oh, ho, 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 of course.
Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with that police officer.
The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what will a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be fibbing about the bananas.
He could be, but there's no reason for him to fib about there being a bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a fib?
Well, maybe he thought he was saying one thing, it was something else.
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! If my client is innocent, there is no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means if we can somehow show he's fibbing...
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I wish I could remember who she was.
Is everything okay, Nick?
It's the Tears of the Kingdom where nobody remembers anybody.
They surely don't remember Link.
Link, who's that?
I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6. Let me look at it.
I think he saw Nick's badge fall and he mistook that for some bananas because it's pretty yellow.
He must have saw this glove.
Yeah.
He saw this glove. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from the above, right in front of my eyes. What's the banana?
Banana.
Should I present that? Let me see.
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It just... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas.
He has bad eyesight. He has bad eyesight. Knows nothing about baseball or loves banana.
He doesn't root for the Mets, Your Honor.
He got bad eyesight. Ooh,
Oh
I
my
picked the wrong
god.
thing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look, me too,
Oh
y'all.
my god. Oh my...
Mr. Wellington has never played baseball.
Mr. Rice, are you on... Have you taken your meds this morning?
Oops, my bad. I done picked the wrong thing.
They should have made it so you lost the entire case because of that.
He's going to sweat his makeup off. I know that's right, Game Queen 81. You got all the mascara on.
By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like one of those people who refuse to accept me at college. I'm going to beat you up. Look at my fists. They're so. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20/200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
It is terrible, isn't it? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them...
How about when you witnessed the crime?
Were you wearing your glasses? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? Oh my god, I've switched their voices. You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like one of those people who reject. Oh my god, why do they keep doing this? Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time.
Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by the witness.
He about to pull his neck off.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness? Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
Witness testimony. What happened next?
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away?
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination. What happened next?
The girl
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there.
She ran away, just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, it did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how can you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
How can I get more information out of him?
After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime.
Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school?
You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. What he talking about? What Maya talking about? What Maya talking about? I know his glasses is the same. That's the same as his suit.
He said he called the police almost immediately, which was 6:28. But he said he called the police almost immediately, but the crime happened at 6:28.
It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. So we present the autopsy.
I don't think for this statement, but I might be wrong, but let's read through some more.
It must have been 6:45 when I made the call.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. It's definitely the autopsy report, though.
Let me see.
Yep. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Fuck! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah!
Mr. Wellington.
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of what is that? A meteor doll, whatever. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard of what all... I'm doing this again. Look at my collar thingy.
Enough.
Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone, could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now?
Question further. Why would you back out, Phoenix?
Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is.
Hey, Gang Queen 81, ain't that Nokia phone?
No Nokia. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the date in his call was caused by his search for his phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
You should play that game Snake on it. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
No further questions. You're free to go. You get no further questions. You're free to go.
Let me see. Do I have any further questions? Of course we do. We can't even look at this. It has my cell phone number
This
on the
game
back.
was not made for the Nintendo DS.
You could have looked at it.
No.
Store it on the cell phone Maggie found.
Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. His cell phone?
Nope.
What?
Look back at the body.
Alright, it's right there.
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! That's him. That's him.
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was to walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Order.
But just reporting the crime a little let proof for the defense. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else.
Was he?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
I don't know, Your Honor. Like, I got amnesia. Like, so, can I get some water? Yeah, get some water.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
There is only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
That's a big penalty that they finna give you, by the way, Mom. If you get this wrong, the case might be over. Like, look at that penalty. That's like a super big penalty, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
He was writing his name.
Wait, go with his name.
Whose name?
You got trickery. What's his name again? Yeah, nah, it's Richard. Never mind. I thought he was named Maggie since you said that.
Except for claim drifting virtuoso, who is still looking for the right college.
Yo, he like me.
You're 22 and still looking for college.
Yep, I'm 22, y'all. I'm still looking for the right college.
Ooh,
Oh my god!
I tried to back up out of there.
God! Really? Really? Really?
It didn't have the beat button.
Oh my god!
It didn't have the back out
Just
button.
press organ.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following.
You
Why
messed
didn't the
up
witness call the
on the
police?
tutorial case. This the tutorial. This the tutorial.
Really? When he was writing the name?
Why didn't the witness call the police right away? He was dressed up.
He was dressed up.
Ask the police.
Hmm?
Wait, go to him. The victim.
What you mean?
He was dressed up in his police uniform.
And?
If you kill a police officer, why would you call the police?
If you kill a police
Wait, never
officer,
mind. I'm going somewhere different.
why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Wait, what's he trying to prove? You gotta mess me up when you presented Maya.
Why didn't he call the police right away?
Let me see.
Let me see.
Maybe the phone? Go to their profiles.
We're gonna go to press that button again.
Go to the victim. Well, I don't know. Now press the R button.
We to fill from the walking pad. I say he was writing the name. Let me see. I don't know.
That's not his name though. Why would he care? Or because he was writing it. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. He couldn't see, or he was looking for his phone.
Wait, his glasses!
Underneath his body. You think so?
Maybe.
Nope. Is that it?
Yep, that was it. Mr. Wellington!
All right, Gang Queen 81.
What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
I was saying earlier that they would look like they were his. Anyway. Order.
No, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make the call.
Mr. Wright, are you indicating that the witness,
Are you indicting?
huh?
Is that indict?
Are you indicting that the witness?
I don't know.
Indicting? What is that word? I thought it was indicating. No. Anyway, are you indicted that the witness as the real murderer?
Of course. That is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. What is that? I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is returning back to me. This time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew?
Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie?
It's a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before his trial.
Ah, I forgot.
That call that he got, Maya was talking about, or that the defendant told him that somebody called and she told him her name.
Was there any way that this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand?
There was a way.
It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. That the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, would the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Okay, while we is doing this, I just want to say this is the second best pursuit theme.
Right here, the cell phone.
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. but you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew what all you knew was what her name sounded. Okay, whatever.
Order.
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
This is absolutely correct.
I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor.
Huh?
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but... Now then, please present the court proof that the witness had a motive.
My attorney's badge.
List
then
of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone. Is that
In
the
Maya's
motive?
profile.
Really?
Yes.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
There's phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artist?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy.
Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse crime than murder.
You're one of those people. You're just like those stupid cops. I'll beat you up after this.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you know what it's like to be such a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't that obvious? The witness is an ace
A
detective,
victim of that group? A member of
Sherlock
that
Holmes. He said his detective skills were amazing, so he must be Sherlock Holmes. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much!
Don't kill me for finding your cell phone. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now. That police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness!
You already said that. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then, we need to kill anyone.
That is a valid point. What does the defendants think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Probably that police officer. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
It was Maya's profile.
It's a policeman.
What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is a policeman.
Oh, that's him. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going to be going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on that phone.
And he went into panic, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Uh-oh. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
Alright, I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive! Not bad with for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence?
Ugh, that guy is really what?
All you've been raving around and talking about is this suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're on this phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hands belongs to. But you can be sure it's not mine, you simpleton.
What?
It feels good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe.
The phone stored numbers? Yeah, why don't he just try to call one of those numbers?
Yeah.
Or the fingerprints. Nah, they ain't saying nothing about no fingerprints.
This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What we are trying to determine is who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself.
The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal.
Ugh, that jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe.
I guess it was the fingerprints.
I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
I what?
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Oh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the store numbers on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He's erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where'd you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god, now I remember! Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it.
Ah, he knocked him upside his head.
So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Did he take it though? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit! What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that?
Got to raise an objection.
Yo! Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor.
Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I only get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are very well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Are you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh,
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Now, in the final case, that would be your whole health board. But they gave you some leeway.
I see. What's the one piece of evidence he wanna present? The cell phone?
The attorney's badge. I'm just kidding. What haven't we showed yet?
Ooh. The hand? This right here? I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. It's my business card, but what they got to do with anything? But anyway. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card added to the court record. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is...
The back of the card.
This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but
that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? But court is still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. With all the idiotic, stupid things, too. Ah!
He stole Phoenix's
What?
phone.
Where's my phone? And where's with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost... What?
Think that you're holding my phone.
I can almost think that you're holding my phone.
Believe.
You're... Ah! No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. I can't keep going.
He done choked himself, did it? Saw how he pulled his scarf. He said, hung himself. So that is what happened? You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington?
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgment.
He is killing himself. You see how he pulled that scarf?
The bailiff's didn't even stop him either.
Didn't Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding...
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird,
Not guilty.
All right, Maggie. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Yay, Game Queen 81. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
Ooh.
Good Lord, how you survive that? I've been hit with by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
That's right. We were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh, I'm sure that dust is gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death? Your head being all messed up?
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name.
You bet I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah, take that goddess off of your name. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's get back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. He's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but Maybe he's mistaken me for someone else? And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered?
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example...
Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. You still got amnesia. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Ooh.
Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end.
The end.
All right. So that was just a practice case, you all.
Yup.
That was just a practice case. It was kind of easier than the other cases, so you can already tell that's not a real case.
You still got it wrong.
What?
We presented Maya's profile.
Oh, whatever. That was a mistake. But all right, I appreciate you all for watching, and yeah, Game Queen 81, thank you for chatting. Who else is in the chat? This all. Anyway, everybody else that's watching, and if you are watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I appreciate you subscribe. Also hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.